Hola, mi amigos. Lo siento, no pude estar ahí en persona, y además mi español es una mierda. I'm Justin, the founder of Shocknet. I've been building high-leverage technical systems for over 20 years and discovered Lightning in 2018. It really captured my attention as a libertarian, knowing its potential to disintermediate commerce, make it peer-to-peer, and native to the web. I've been researching and building on Lightning since I discovered it, but in the last year, thanks to some incredible partners, I've been able to apply that effort full-time to architect solutions that take it to the next level and deliver on that potential. One of the things I've learned since building in Lightning is that Lightning sucks. Progress has been extremely slow. Infrastructure 5-6 years later is still objectively bad. And despite all the friction that exists in the fiat system, we haven't won over the users that we would like to see because we've replaced that friction with technical friction. Naysayers in Lightning are really no different than the naysayers of Bitcoin that came before them. They have extremely high time preferences that allow them to make some accurate observations in the short term, but the low time preference big picture eludes them. We still have a mission to accomplish. The world is not thriving right now, and the way we exchange money is just as big a part of that as the way we save money. And because the mission is so real and so vast, we have an equally vast landscape to look around and glean insights from failures and non-solutions. When I look around, I don't see that Lightning sucks. I see that Lightning apps suck. And this is probably no different than the personal computer era or even the internet era before that. Just because the technology wasn't being applied in the best way doesn't mean the underlying technology had no merit. I think Lightning is at a very similar phase to the early internet and the early personal computer, in that we just need the correct application for it to become distributed and for people to take advantage of all that it offers. Now, at Shocknet, we've been building a number of different tools, different components that go into Lightning apps in effort to help nudge them in the right direction. In the last several months, though, we decided to step back and focus heavily on kind of the base infrastructure, because Lightning wallets themselves are still quite bad. Since we've focused on Shockwallet, we've already made it the easiest to set up in a sovereign way for not just the individual, but their family. And we do this leveraging Nostr as kind of a overlay network, or you might even call it Lightning's Layer 3. This has given us the ability to make the most powerful node management solution in Lightning Pub that runs underneath and on your home node and is accessed by Shockwallet over Nostr. This has also allowed us to integrate some really innovative client features in Shockwallet by leveraging a Lightning Pub over Nostr. This has also allowed us to introduce 2 new NIPs for Nostr-powered payment protocols, which I'll go over shortly. The goal here is that we have faster Lightning wallets that are more reliable, that are more accessible to people, and are cost-conscious. The first challenge we have to overcome with making better wallets is reimagining how they're architected. Things have gone in the direction of the node on phone because installing an app is arguably the easiest way to get a node running. And this is in large part due to legacy internet baggage. Setting up a server like with SSL certificates and IP4 addresses has really made it not feasible for the average person to set up a server, which is ultimately what a Lightning node is. We rethought that, and with a very simple script and Nostr, we've made Lightning Pub the easiest node to set up. As little as 2 minutes, you can copy and paste one line from our GitHub. It'll download a Lightning node and all its dependencies and stand up a Lightning Pub on top of it, connected to Nostr. Then, onboarding to the wallet is as simple as copying, pasting an MPro file. I demoed this in Nashville, and was kind of not surprised to see the reaction. Some pretty average folks, doctors, truckers, wanting to share a Lightning node with their kids or grandkids, were people in line to discuss it further. The demand is out there for people to run Lightning nodes. There's a demand out there for family Lightning nodes. We talk a lot about scalability in Lightning, but the reality is there's only 300 or so million businesses in the world and less than 1 billion households. You share a house, you share a car, you share a refrigerator, It's a logical extension of that families will also share Lightning nodes. Understanding this begins to solve a lot of the problems that we've seen with Lightning. An always-on server is much more reliable than a node needing to spin up on the phone that's often going to be out of sync with the graph and have a number of other issues. It can't be reached because it's frequently offline, and it's cost ineffective because the cost of that channel to one device is a very wasteful use of space on the blockchain. By promoting shared family nodes, that cost of that channel is being reused infinitely more. This is better for LSPs, provides a more reliable, cost-effective user experience, and each family running a Nostr-powered server creates a lot of scaffolding for some other features I'm about to show you. It's also important to remember that the small business is very often a family business. It's family businesses and individual entrepreneurs that benefit the most if we successfully make Bitcoin a worldwide means of exchange. Getting these tools into households and small organizations is the key to realizing that vision of a peer-to-peer, disintermediated, permissionless economy that benefits everybody. Connecting the wallet via Nostr to the Lightning Public Account server also gives us a lot of different utility to provide in a management suite. Unlike a mobile node where you have to make the management accessible to every user, this is targeted a little bit more towards that one power user in a family or organization. And because it's tailored to them, we can give them the tools they need rather than trying to abstract away complexity for everybody. Their users will experience a very simple wallet, but they will have the control to manage their node effectively, and by using Nostr, leverage it as an account system to share that node as easily as they share any other link. And just like we used automation to help that power user set up the node, we provide automation that helps them operate the node. Because we're not so focused on abstracting away the complexity, we can simply help these users understand the complexity that is in front of them and help them make intelligent decisions. One of my favorite features personally with this architecture is having one wallet in all the places. Because we're using Nostr to connect to a root node, we can also use Nostr to connect devices to another in sync state. What I'm showing here is a video demo of my physical phone and a web browser on my laptop. As you can see, I have a payment coming in, and it comes in simultaneously on both devices. Now that's not just because they're both using the same back end, but there's actual wallet state. The local storage on a device is being synced from the browser on the desktop to the phone. This includes things like preferences and maybe different nodes that I connect to, exchange rates, all that stuff that people have become accustomed to in the cloud environment now is available in Nostr apps and Lightning apps that use Nostr as a third layer. And just in case you thought we weren't Nostering hard enough, we introduced a couple new Nostr protocols that are oriented towards better Lightning payments. NIP69, or Nostr Native Offer Strings, provides an alternative to LNURLP, which, as you may know, is what powers Lightning addresses. It's also for similar use cases as to Bolt 12. Now, because it uses Nostr, it's much more performant than Bolt 12, as it doesn't rely on onion messages, which are basically a re-implementation of Tor. It's also more private, since the Nostr keys used for the communication are completely untied to the Lightning node underneath. By providing this upgrade to LNURLP, we're eliminating the requirement for self-hosted nodes to actually run web servers and have dedicated IPs. Nostr Relay already does all of that. We can also slipstream it into existing LNURL infrastructure and make Lightning addresses trustless. Currently, there's a few solutions out there offering Lightning addresses to self-hosted nodes, but at the end of the day, you don't know what invoice they're going to serve from their web server. By upgrading to NIP69, Lightning addresses flag a connection upgrade that transports the invoice completely over Nostr. And because Nostr is signed and encrypted, this makes this completely trustless. NIP68, on the other hand, is the inverse. It provides a protocol for requesting a payment be made by a remote node. This differs from NWC in that the UX of NWC requires a user to create a key rules for that, and then fumble that key back over. Whereas this protocol is allowing a service that maybe has a key with a reputation to send that request and the user in the wallet to accept, deny, or create rules based on that. This leverages Nostr even to a further extreme through its emergence as a social graph and web of trust. By combining NIP69, NIP68 with existing NIPs NIP05 and Lightning address, we've achieved a UX where pairing your wallet to a service is as simple as entering a Lightning address and hitting accept in the wallet. I'd like to announce today that this feature is available for testing in Shockwallet, and the PR for NIP68 is forthcoming, with the PR for NIP69 available for review now. But that's not all. I'm pleased to announce that we've started work on webhooks for Nostr offers. This will align us with the vision that every business must be a Lightning business and allow for external workflows to be triggered through static Nostr Lightning payments. But wait, there's more. We've obviously been working hard, and there is another announcement I'd like to make, and that is that we've begun to spin up the first nodes in our Nodester cloud offering. If you're interested in getting in line for this, you can download Shockwallet today and begin to use it, building up cloud credits. And once it is economically viable, you'll have your own Lightning Pub, and you can begin to onboard your friends, family, customers, and potentially earn in routing fees through their traffic. This is the easiest way for small organizations to stand up their own sovereign Lightning infrastructure. Now, I've obviously spent today talking a lot about wallet infrastructure, but this is just a small piece of what goes into functional Lightning apps, particularly if we're going to take over global monetary means of exchange. If there's any component to your Lightning app that we can help you with, we're happy to lend our expertise. We also have in development solutions around identity, rich media, and application middleware that leverages Nostr and Lightning superpowers. You could effortlessly pay a few cents to a website as easily as dropping coins in a vending machine. That's exactly where we're headed. And I hope you'll join us. So if you'd like to get in touch, reach out through our website, shock.network, or shockbtc on Twitter. Look forward to talking with you.